Hi everybody, it's Michelle Stelling from the National Association of Digital Scrapbookers and AODS.com, and we are on Q&A Tuesday. So we have a question from Patty from Detroit, Michigan, and she asks, how come I see all of this text and then pictures behind and photos behind the text? How in the world do you do that? So Patty, if you're out there listening, this is how you do it. Let me show you over here to the right here. I'm just going to kind of dissect this and show you kind of how this was put together, and then we're going to put it together within a minute or two. All right, so basically what you want to do is you want to gather all the photos or the photo that you want to place behind those the text. So, and you want to have a text that's pretty thick so that you can see the photos behind it. So that's one of the things that you want to do first. So let's go ahead and start from scratch here. Let's go ahead and open up let's open up the photo, and we can do it a couple different ways. You can open up the photo first, but what I like to do is then have my paper open as well and then bring the photo in. So whichever you prefer. So let's just say we're going to be doing a 5x7. Okay, let's go File, New, Blank File. You can do any size you want. You can do 12x12, 8.5x11, whatever. I'm just going to do a little postcard size. So I'm just going to do 7x5, 300 resolution, and OK. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my photo that I want to have clipped. It's kind of like a clipping mask. And then I'm going to close that out. So now we've got the photo. It doesn't need to be that big. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit by just going to the corners, and maybe a little bit bigger. So these are all little baseball guys, of course. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and on top of that I'm going to type out the word baseball. So I'm going to get my text tool. It doesn't really matter what color you type, but let's just go ahead and click one time, B-A-S-E-B-A-L-L, and then I'm going to use a thick font. Like I said, I love the font Impact, so that's probably the one that is chosen down here. Yep, Impact. And then I'm just going to make my text as large as I want it to, and I want to make sure that I am getting some of those baseball boys behind that text. Once I've got the text positioned, then I can go ahead and click on the check mark, and then I'm going to bring the baseball layer behind that photo. Okay, it's a little tricky. So now you can't see it anymore, which is totally fine. Then I'm going to go to the top layer, and I can do it a couple different ways. I can go up to Layer and clip the mask, so it's Control G, and that will clip it into that text. Go Command or Control Z to undo it, and I'm going to show you another way that you can do it. You can hold down the Alt key and go right in between each of those two layers there, and then click, and that also clips it as well. So now if you want to kind of do it a little bit more fancy, so you can move, if you don't have that positioned correctly, let's just zoom in here a little bit so you can see this, you can move that bottom, bottom layer, but the actual photo itself, and position it to where it needs to be. Okay? So there we have some of the little baseball guys inside there. And here's the cool thing. You can go in there and you can change the color of the background. So if I go to the background layer, and let's just say I want it to be this blue here, I go ahead and get my bucket and click, and now it fills that whole entire background with that color. Then I can also put some strokes and some drop shadows on this word baseball. So if I go into my effects panel down here and maybe do a drop shadow, that kind of stands out a little bit more, and I can go into the strokes. So I'm in my styles, and I'm in the, let's see, where are my strokes? There we go. And maybe I want to do a really thick black stroke on there. Now you can do all different kinds of strokes. You can do different colors. And inside my membership area, I go into great detail on how you can make that stroke a little bit thinner, choose your own color, and do some bevels and all that kind of stuff. If you check out our site, we do have some great bonuses going on inside of the secret page, and that's only for you that are watching right now. And these offers may not be good tomorrow, so maybe check it out today. If you are interested in becoming a member, now is a great time. We have all different kinds of memberships, and you can get inside the membership area, which will give you, oh my gosh, I don't want to say hundreds of hours, but there are many, many, many hours of training inside of that area. And trust me, it's awesome stuff. So if you are wanting to learn Photoshop Elements, Now is the time to get ready. We have all kinds of members-only classes. If you go to our site, NAODS, and you can click on free webinars, you will also find some upcoming webinars as well. Check us out on Facebook and be sure to like us and share, and we will keep doing the Q&A Tuesday as long as people are interested. Thanks so much for joining me, and have a great day. Bye-bye.